Tomorrow, a 50% chance for rain, high 62. Partly cloudy, 65 on Thursday. The outlook for Friday, partly sunny, high 70. And for Saturday, mostly sunny with the high 82. Overnight low 58. Yesterday's high was 70. Currently, humidity at 70%. Winds out of the south-southeast at 5 miles an hour and the pressure at 30.0. 61 right now with partly cloudy skies at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mark Turner over there, Mike Dreeth right here on a pleasant Tuesday morning, a little overcast.
Wasn't yesterday just absolutely
Oh, it was gorgeous. Yeah, and I tell you the truth, I got so wrapped up in covering the news events yesterday afternoon, I didn't see the light of day.
We went outside yesterday evening and just sat out in the alley between and just watched the cars drive by.
Right.
Just
sounds like
enjoying the weather.
A pleasant. Tom Levine joined us. Tom, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I have to ask you.
Yeah.
Did you hear anything about what we did yesterday? I mean,
Did
did anybody mention the fact that we were leading off our show with a local minister preaching the word?
I had a couple of comments about it.
I had a number of comments myself. Let's reflect back on what we heard yesterday from Brother Dave Rigg preaching on the topic this past Sunday of what women want.
And then Mike and Mark, they say that I live in Bone Gap. And they said here, I think it was Monday, what woman wants to live in Bone Gap? Well, first of all, I don't live in Bone Gap. My home on about 100 acres of ground is located about 6 miles north of Albion and about 5.5 miles west of Bone Gap in the West Village area of Edwards County. And I've got a nice home here, really a nice home. And where I live out here, it's very peaceful. It's very private. If I wanted to, I could take a leak in the front yard and nobody would see it. It's beautiful out here. So I really think I have a lot to offer
Just smells
the right
funny.
woman.
Dave, I'll just give you a little hit. Rid-X is available at different places to spread around your trees.
We have a camera crew out there now. We might go live during the day, especially if Brother Dave took a couple of shots of prune juice overnight. You never know what's going to happen in that front yard. I just had to hear that one more time. I couldn't believe it yesterday. And by the way, he's going to be on again this Sunday. He's doing it every Sunday. This one is What Men Want. I could tell you what men want. And once again,
it ain't a woman taking a leak out in the front yard.
Well, it might pique my interest. Anyway, I got to ask you, because I know you've covered news, and I'm looking at you, Mark, and Tom, you can, add your 2 cents as well. I found a sort of really fundamental misunderstanding of exactly who Johnny Bob Harrell was in local history. And I'm talking about Louisville history.
Yeah.
Last night, there was a column, and our representative, Darren Bailey, was compared to the legacy of Johnny Bob Harrell. What did you think about that?
Well, first of all, I didn't realize Johnny Bob Harrell had a legacy.
Well, obviously he does.
But he was, white supremacist, I would say a cult leader.
Cult leader, yeah.
I mean, he had a compound with armed guards at the gates. He had dorms for his followers. He was stockpiling weapons.
It took 88 state troopers to storm that compound.
And when I say he was stockpiling weapons, I'm not talking 38 specials and, shotguns and 22 rifles. I'm talking machine guns, automatic weapons.
The people on his compound were wearing Nazi uniforms.
Yeah. And military flak vest. Military grade
I drove up there
bulletproof
once back in the day,
Okay.
and I was met immediately as I got close to the house. The house was a replica of Mount Vernon, Washington's
Yeah.
home.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I got within visual sight of it, and two vehicles raced out of the bushes, and armed men stopped me and said, "You're not going any further."
The gates were actually
Stop.
about a half mile, I think, from the actual house. I mean, because they wanted, and there was
Yes,
there was
privacy.
they wanted privacy.
I was absolutely mystified that you could join the quote unquote legacy of Johnny Bob Harrell with that of State Representative Darren Bailey. I find
No.
that I'm still stunned by it.
His ideas were way out in left field. I mean,
Or way out in right field, whichever way you went.
I mean, they were just out of the ballpark. I had a chance to interview Johnny Bob years
Really?
ago, and it was just, it was really a surreal experience. I mean, you had to go, we went through the front gate.
Right.
You were met at the gate by the guards, and then, you left your car, and you got in one of their vehicles to go up. I mean, it was like a restricted military base.
I'm sure that's not the way it is at Representative Bailey's farm.
No, I don't think so. I don't
Anyway.
think so. And if the compound is still there.
Oh,
the
yeah,
house
yeah.
is still
Yeah.
there.
It's-
It's overgrown. There's nobody living there.
Right.
But it's still there.
I wonder if you can actually go on the property.
Now that I'm not sure of.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I just thought I had to say that. I found that all very interesting. Had
Well,
my
and,
s-
and I think, Representative Bailey's whole point was everyone has to follow the law, including the governor.
right, and that's what the judge said.
And that is what the judge said.
So he's issued the temporary injunction against the governor's stay-at-home order.
Only involving Representative Bailey, though. You understand?
Yeah.
He sued as a person, not as a
As a
state.
citizen.
Right.
Right.
Had paid for his own lawyer. But it's symbolic, I think. It doesn't mean anything's changed at the moment. But it might force the governor into bringing the legislature back. At least then, it won't be just the governor calling the shots. It'll be the executive
Right.
branch and the legislative
Yeah.
branch. Had myself a mighty fine mess of fried chicken last night.
You got fried chicken
I
last
got
night?
fried chicken last night.
Wow.
Yeah.
It must have been a fried chicken night because we have fried chicken.
Did you
too.
really?
Yes.
Did you get it from Mach 1?
No.
Now, see,
Okay, all right.
I didn't have fried chicken.
Well, let me just say, Mach 1's
we
fried
had-
chicken's not bad.
No, it's pretty good. We had smothered pork chops.
Well, that's not bad either.
Yeah.
You did well. Where'd you
Oh,
get
yeah.
that? Did she make
She
that?
just made it.
Holy moly, she
She
cooked.
smothered them herself.
Yep.
Wow.
We just sucked the life right out of those pork chops
Yeah.
by smothering them.
Well, anyway,
Held
but
them
the fried
down
chicken.
held them down with a pillow
That-
over their face.
That
Those pork
happens.
chops.
That happens. Fried chicken, twice a year maybe. That's it.
And yesterday was one of the days, huh?
Yesterday was what she showed some pity on me. All right. Jeremy's here.
In the vernacular of the ethos, this is T-minus 60 seconds before the voice of man is lifted from Mother Earth and rocketed into the sky farther and longer than any voice ahead of him. Call this one of the first faltering steps of man to sever the umbilical cord of seriousness and stretch at a fingertip towards an unknown. In a moment, we'll join two men, Mike and Mark,
3.
and embark on an adventure because the environs overhead, the stars, the sky, the infinite space,
The fried
are all
chicken.
part of a vast question mark known as the bucket of
I think you
bunk.
got a thesaurus for us.
Yes, he did. He probably went in there and found every word he could possibly. The bucket of bunk for April 28th, birthdays today. John Walters. He would have been 75 today. He died in 1997. Any ideas on that? Who that is?
John Walters.
Walters.
No idea.
Wolter. This is an obscure one. He was a drummer for Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show,
Oh yeah.
later known as just Dr. Hook in the
Okay.
late 70s and 80s. They had their first smash hit with Sylvia's Mother.
Yeah. Great song.
Great song.
Only had about 3 hits.
Top 10 hit the cover of the Rolling Stone. That was a great one as well. In 1976, Dr. Hook, by then, they were known just as Dr. Hook by that time. Cover of Sam Cooke's Only 16 became a number 11 hit as well. Dr. Hook had Dr. Bill Book.
And he had another one that was a pretty minor hit. I'm in love with a beautiful woman.
Yes, when you're in love with a beautiful woman.
In love with a beautiful woman. Yeah.
Sexy Eyes.
Sexy Eyes, yeah.
Sharing the Night Together. That was another one.
Yeah.
They had more.
String of
more
hits.
than what I thought.
They had 35 gold and platinum LPs in Australia and Scandinavia. They were sort of as big there as what, what was Dave's favorite? ABBA. Oh, my. Yeah. Anyway, Walters died at the age of 52 of liver cancer in San Francisco.
Saw Dr. Hook one time.
Did you?
Yeah. Got to meet him.
I had too. I saw him once. They were the lead act for Sha Na Na at the Mississippi River Festival.
Let me tell you my Dr. Hook story.
Go ahead.
Okay.
When I lived in Effingham, Dr. Hook performed at the Effingham County Fair.
Okay.
They come rolling in about 2:30, 3 o'clock for a 8 o'clock show. And meet him at, the fair board meets him there and says, the show isn't till 8. Okay.
What's there to do in Effingham?
Well, we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the hotel and hang out, and we'll be back. And they're like, okay.
Okie dokie.
8 o'clock rolls around. There's no Dr. Hook or the medicine show.
Oh my!
Finally, about 9 o'clock, they come rolling in.
They open the door, a little smoke roll out of there.
Rolling from the door. Get off the bus, and we go. The show's supposed to start at 8 o'clock.
Smells like rope.
Really? 8? What time?
One toke over the line.
Then he goes, really? 8? What time is it? I said, it's 9.
Well, we're on Eastern time.
Oh, he goes. Oh, you're in trouble when somebody says you ask somebody a question, they go, oh.
Was it just an empty stage for that hour? Or somebody stretch for an hour?
No, it was just, we'd pop up on stage every once in a while and go, hey,
Doctor, it's going to be right here.
The medicine show. Are you having fun
Still
at the Effingham
waiting.
County Fair? Hey, get yourself a corn dog and a shake up and
Get ready.
Not
show
here
on in a
yet.
bit.
They're going to be here anytime. Jay Leno is 70 today. After doing stand-up comedy for years and years, he became the host of NBC's The Tonight Show, but not without a lot of controversy.
Yeah. Jay Leno was in a movie years ago with Fran Drescher that had to do with the guy about payola, Alan Freed. The Alan Freed story, I think.
I didn't
Remember that?
realize he was in that.
Yeah.
Oh, my. He, of course, quit. He retired. Conan O'Brien. Well, first of all, there was a controversy because he beat out Letterman.
Right.
Yeah.
Letterman goes to CBS. There's a movie and there was a book and a movie about that.
Yes.
Then Leno's on and he's at the top, and he decides to quit. And they bring in Conan O'Brien, which was a surprise, I believe, because really didn't have a lot of experience.
Right.
Not at the time, no.
And O'Brien's doing okay, but he's not number one. And so Jay decides to come back.
So they just kicked Conan to the curb.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of angry people about that. They were angry because Leno did it. And they were also angry because Conan didn't deserve it. You know what I mean? Didn't deserve the treatment.
Right.
Anyway.
TBS scooped him up quickly, though.
Yes, they did. And he's doing fine now. He's also a cast member right now, Leno is, in the Tim Allen comedy, Last Man Standing. That's been on since 2015.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and of course he's got his garage show. It's an hour-long Jay Leno's Garage. The guy owns 100 vehicles.
Every car ever made.
He's got several garages full of classic cars.
He's been married to his wife Mavis since 1980. Woof. Pretty interesting, huh?
So,
Yeah.
He's dyslexic.
I didn't know that.
Yes, he is. He claims to need only 4 or 5 hours of sleep each night. That's what I'm getting. That's good enough for me. It's good enough for him.
Yeah.
Leno does not drink. He's never smoked. He doesn't gamble, but he did a lot of time in Las Vegas. So one has to wonder what he did during that time. He was probably with Dr. Hook. Anyway, he's got this visiting car. He's going car collections. He's building his car collection all the time. He's claimed that he has not spent any of the money that he earned from The Tonight Show ever.
Okay.
Instead, he lives off the money from his stand-up routines. And the last time they looked, and this is 15 years ago, he was earning $32 million a year. Jay can buy all the cars he wants.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Mm-hmm. Jessica Alba is 39 today.
What's in your wallet?
Yes.
Doesn't she do those commercials?
Is that Jessica? No, that's...
That's Jessica Biel. I'm sorry.
That's right. Jessica Alba rose to prominence when she was 19, the lead actress in the television series Dark Angel. That went from 2000 to 2002. Starred in numerous box office hits throughout her career, including The Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, Good Luck Chuck, The Eye, Valentine's Day. She was in Little Fockers. And I was very careful with that.
You were.
And Mechanic Resurrection. She met Cash Warren, the son of actor Michael Warren, while filming Fantastic Four. The pair are married. Here's the interesting thing about her. Mm-hmm. They have their eldest daughter, born in 2008. She got OK Magazine, which I've never heard of, to give her $1.5 million to do photography of the baby.
Jessica Alba did?
Yes.
Okay.
They paid her $1.5 million to take pictures of her baby.
They paid Jessica Alba, not
No.
the child.
Well, the child was a baby.
Yeah.
So they paid the family $1.5 million to take pictures of the baby.
Well, I certainly hope they got a piece of paper that allowed her rights to make copies.
I would think so. April 28th, 1789, a mutiny on the British ship the Bounty took place, when a rebel crew took the ship and set sail for Pitcairn Island. The mutineers left Captain Bligh and 18 sailors adrift. In 1914, a guy by the name of Carrier invented the design for...
The air conditioner?
Yes. Here's one that'll strike close to home. In 1932, the yellow fever vaccine for humans was announced. We need something like that, don't we? This was when Norwegian anthropologist Thor Heyerdahl and 5 others set out on a balsa wood craft known as the Kon-Tiki.
Oh,
The
the Kon-Tiki. Okay.
Yes, to prove the Peruvian islands or the Indians could have settled in Polynesia. Of course, then what he
They
did was
could have.
he made that so that we could have a rec center in Fairfield. Now, there was a connection there. In 1957,
Really wanted it to learn how to tap dance is what he wanted.
Thor was a tapper. Mike Wallace was on TV for the first time in 1957 on this
Wow.
date. You never wanted to meet Mike Wallace on your front step.
No.
During his 60-minute days. Muhammad Ali refused induction into the U.S. Army on this date in 1967. In music news, Glenn Miller and his orchestra performed and recorded Pennsylvania 65000. That was the number of his soon-to-be wife that he called from Boulder, Colorado, and it became a song. Marshall Tucker Band bass player Tommy Caldwell died on this date of injuries. He got in a car accident in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And on this date, 1989, Bon Jovi and his wife were married. They had been high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
Good.
That's sweet.
Yeah, isn't it? All right. Well, we're here. Of course, we have the Carnaby Square question of the day. I stole this from Kathy Book. I just want to say that up front.
Did you?
I got permission from her.
Okay. Well, then you didn't steal it.
Well,
You
I
got
stole
permission.
it.
You borrowed it.
I borrowed it with her permission.
It's her intellectual property.
That's right. So I'm giving her credit. The Carnaby Square question of the day. Of course, Carnaby Square is the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield. What's the farthest into the future that an event in your life has been canceled because of the pandemic? Okay, for example, an August vacation trip. What's the furthest down the road you've had to cancel something or has been canceled for you?
Right.
We'll be back with the answer to that on Morning Coffee. Keep it right here.
Stay at home in style. Carnaby's Curbside Pickup is here for you. They have carefully shopped the best boutique brands. See something you like on their Facebook page, window, or need a gift? Your personal fashion stylist at Carnaby Square can help. Call ahead and they will have your item bagged on approval. It's like their dressing room in the privacy of your home. Let's call it no contact shopping. Carnaby is delivering and shipping your items too. For 39 years, Carnaby has helped with your life's important date, Easters, birthdays, anniversaries. They still can wrap up a gift for that special someone. Stronger together.
During this troubling time, we at the CRHBC Fairfield Community Health Center, along with the CRHBC Albion Community Health Center, want you to know that we are open and ready to serve you. To keep patients safe and healthy, our clinic is making every effort to see well patients in the morning and sick patients in the afternoon. Are you unable to come in? Not a problem. We can offer virtual visits by telephone or through our telehealth network. Call us today at 1-800-408-7351.
Remember this?
Oh, yeah! David Freeze has just sent us into game number 7.
Relive the 2011 Cardinal season one more time.
They came from nowhere.
Hear every pitch, every hit of every game of Cardinals baseball from August 25th against the Pirates through Game 7 of the 2011 World Series.
One of the happiest moments in Cardinal history.
The 2011 Cardinals World Series replay every day on WOKZ 105.9, your Cardinal connection.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when millions of people watching the O.J. trial saw a week of testimony from his house guest, Brian Cato Kalin?
I don't remember seeing that.
Astronaut Norm Thagard began 3 months on Russia's Mir space station.
It's not bad at all. It's nice and roomy.
Pat Buchanan told us,
I humbly but proudly declare my candidacy for the presidency of the United States.
Baseball players ended their strike, while minor leaguer Michael Jordan came back to the Bulls. At the Oscars, Tom Hanks won Best Actor, his second straight, for Forrest Gump, which also won Best Picture.
You never know what you're going to get.
And the best new music sounded like this.
Hold on, believe in love. I live my life for you, baby, baby. Run away, little bitty pretty one.
Okay, when did we first hear all this? The answer and a piece of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
You can swing by the Fairfield Save-A-Lot and make your Cinco de Mayo celebration great with these deals. A 6-count avocados at $2.99. Limes, 5 for $1. 1 pound swai filet, $2.99. 1 pound of cooked shrimp, $7.99. And boneless beef strip steak, $4.99 a pound. Prices mentioned are good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Save-A-Lot store on West Main in Fairfield.
March 1995. I know what you're doing.
Dion Ferris and I Know, the top song of March 1995. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
At Sprint, our priority is keeping our customers, employees, and communities safe. During these uncertain times, we want you to get the great service you expect without leaving the safety of your home. Sprint.com makes shopping easier by offering free next-day shipping and no activation fees on our best new phone deals, like the amazing iPhone 11. Lease it for just $15 a month when you switch to Sprint. For now, shopping online at sprint.com.
You've got a business. You need help in letting people know what you're doing and how you're delivering your product. Call us here at WFIW on Friday. We will open the phone lines to area businesses, even if you aren't a client of the station. Call between 9 and 10, and again between 2 and 3 this Friday. Tell us what you're doing to weather the storm. Tell our listeners it's Free Business Friday here on 104.9 WFIW.
At first I was like, we have to close? There is something they don't understand. Invoices and bills have to be paid. So keep streaming our Carnaby's Facebook page. My girls ask you to shop Carnaby. We've learned to get it delivered and ship and even curb it. We know that Carnaby's ready to move out all this inventory. So I thank you for shopping Carnaby. We're celebrating moms, grads, and Carnaby's 40th birthday. Call today at Carnaby to make your one-on-one appointment.
I have the question of the day.
Something that we haven't mentioned. Carnaby Square, your fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, they're getting set to celebrate 40 years in business.
40 years.
Was that next week?
Yeah, I think so. Well, in May, it's their 40th anniversary.
Well, then it's just around the corner.
Yeah, I guess that would be next week.
Right, okay. Well, yeah, it's the 28th. This is the, what is the furthest into the future that an event in your life has been canceled because of what's going on right now? Either one of you want to chime in there?
July vacation.
And it's already canceled?
It's put on hold right now.
How about you?
Well, I don't know. Nothing really. We hadn't really made any vacation plans, so to speak.
We had 2 concerts already canceled.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to be gone, was it this week or was it last week, on a golf trip with my 3 sons. Canceled. The Milwaukee Brewers still have my money. I was supposed to be there, I believe, this week with my wife and her sister and her husband to see the Cardinals in Milwaukee. I had seats right behind the Cardinal dugout.
Major League Baseball has not yet officially canceled any
Right.
Well, that's bull.
And they haven't told the teams what to do with their money.
Just for a moment. Let's say now that they say, we're in the season, right? And so it's past the time that my tickets would have been good.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's say they say, okay, we're starting the season 1st July. We're going to have a condensed season. Oh, by the way, you can come on July 18th, which is a Tuesday. Your tickets will be good then.
Yeah. Well,
I can't be there July 18th.
Right.
Well, how do you know you can't be there July 18th?
Well, I'd make time to be there on July 18th, but that's not fair, I don't believe.
No.
What if they say you can have your choice of any of the games where the Cardinals will be here or any other team you choose?
I'm only interested in the Cardinals, and it's not like it was a rainout. If it was a rainout, I'd understand. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not a rainout. This whole thing has been, these are all canceled games as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'm not getting there. I'm not going to get upset. This is not a day for me to get upset. But we had some interesting responses.
Mm-hmm.
John said Cardinals-Cubs series in London was something that he was going to go do.
Wow.
Is that pretty impressive?
Yeah, that was
Rick said
for mid-June.
A June trip to Florida. Christine, her daughter was going to take her to St. Louis, the aquarium, for her 10th anniversary.
The new aquarium.
We went the weekend before it closed.
Man, what a short opening that was.
Yeah, just opened in December.
By the way, Ken Ody's already submitted his question of the day for tomorrow.
Okay.
So I've got that on my phone right there. Danielle says, was supposed to leave for Panama City Beach next Friday for vacation. Oh, that hurts.
Probably not going to happen.
No. The Indy 5, Ron says the Indy 500.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not been canceled. It's been moved to August.
It's been moved to August.
How it's sort of like the Kentucky Derby, or you're used to Daytona 500. You're used to that being at that time of the year.
Yes.
So that'll be hard. Becky says Wisconsin, actually this weekend she was supposed to be gone. Debbie says she was supposed to go to Alaska in July. And let me tell you something. I was in Alaska last July. That's the big trip we took last year. Oh, it was wonderful. I'd do it again. Amber said they're planning a trip to Tennessee, but unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 test, they will probably not be able to go. Kathy says they had planned some national park visits in August. Yellowstone was one of them.
Right. Well, you might be able to do that.
No, I don't know.
I doubt it, but, you know.
Mary was going to go see Hamilton at the Fox.
Yeah. Both my daughters were going to see
And that
Hamilton.
got canceled on them?
Yes.
Or at least moved back?
They were going to go different days. But
Oh, okay. Clara says Illinois school reunion was to be in September, then postponed. I had a reunion. I don't think it's been postponed. I have a reunion set in September for my 45th.
Well, most reunions are right around homecoming
Right.
weekend, so.
Right. Got tickets for the Cardinals-Yankees series in July. That's not going to happen, I don't think. Mary says family reunion in June. Bald Eagle, South Carolina was where Donna was going to go. Rodeos and derbies. Alaska in June. Here's another Alaska trip canceled. Wow. And Pamela was going to come to Fairfield. We are sort of the sun and fun capital of Wayne County, wouldn't you
That's
say?
right.
That's true.
She was coming to Fairfield to see her aunt. And Keith says, I'm not going anywhere anyway. So there you go. Everybody's going anywhere anyway. I was looking at the news here. There's a Guinness Book break, a 99-year-old person.
99?
Yeah. There's some UFO news out there.
Uh-oh.
I can get to that. There's the latest in the federal prosecutors are allegedly being told they bullied some key witnesses in that college recruitment scandal that involved Lori Loughlin.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
So there's problems on the prosecution side that might alter the outcome of that one. We had lots of legal stuff here yesterday, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. I had to figure out what a TRO was, and if this was something, the Clay County ruling was something that could be appealed. I had to learn a lot of stuff. By the way, Duck Dynasty, the Willie Robertson, who's a part of that.
Right.
He's talking about being targeted by a drive-by shooter.
Yeah.
The reality TV star said between 8 and 10 shots were fired at his home in Louisiana on Friday afternoon of last week. One of the bullets managed to make it through the window where his wife and his child live. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Police arrested 38-year-old Daniel King Jr. and charged him with aggravated assault. Why do you think he would target the Robertsons? I mean, they seem to be pretty docile people, don't you think?
It's a feud.
I guess it could be.
You stock in a razor blade company?
You stole my idea for a TV show.
Yeah.
I used to make duck calls, and I didn't get that TV show because you took it.
That probably could be it. Blake Shelton, by the way, is making his way up Billboard's charts.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a duet with the Missus.
Oh, Miranda.
Or his significant other.
No, it's not Miranda. It's
No. It's Gwen Stefani.
Oh, Gwen Stefani, that's right.
Name of the song, Nobody But You. The chart topper moves him up to the 3rd spot all time, following Tim McGraw with 29 number ones and Kenny Chesney with 30. Who's number one?
I'm not going to say it.
Tom, you want to say it?
No, I don't
We'll
want to
make
say
you
it.
say it.
George Strait, the king.
King George. All right.
One of the greatest performers of all time. A man that I
You're
love.
wanting fried chicken again tonight, aren't you?
I'd love to have some more fried chicken.
So
You know what she did after I had my customary 3 pieces? She fed the rest of the dogs.
So you
The
wouldn't
Bassett
have
House.
any
So there are no
So there's no leftovers.
Oh, man. Oh,
That's
man.
wrong as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Police attempting to visit a home in Palm Coast, Florida,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
ran into a little problem. there was a mat at the front door said, "Come back when you have a warrant."
Oh.
So they got a warrant.
Okay.
And came back and arrested 4 people.
Where do you get a
on
mat like
drug
that?
violations. I don't know.
That's
I used to
sort of a tip-off, though.
Yeah, don't you think when you're walking up and you're a cop and you see don't come back with a warrant?
Don't knock unless you have a warrant.
I
Okay.
used to have a floor mat or a welcome mat that said, "Go ahead, step on me. Everybody else does."
I had one that says, "Only George Jones and God can wipe their shoes on this mat," or something like that. But George Strait was on it. I stepped on his name on a regular basis. You know, a Canadian court.
That's why
You know,
chicken.
rock, paper, scissors.
Yes.
It's a game of chance, right?
Right.
All right. I never could do that well. I always lost using pop. But the decision by a Canadian court is a man can back out of more than $1.5 million he bet on the outcome of a best-of-3 series.
Why would you bet that much money on a game of rock, paper, scissors?
He's obviously an idiot, but he had taken
that's been
more
going
dollars
around
than
here the last
cents.
couple of days, this week, hadn't it?
They don't do mortgages at FNB on rock, paper, scissors, do they?
I don't think so.
All right, well, this guy took out a mortgage on his home to pay the debt on the bet that he did rock, paper, scissors. And the judge's ruling, I thought, was interesting. He says that the wager was violating the law in Canada because there's no skill involved. Now, let me just tell you my story about games of chance, which used to be prohibited. You couldn't mention them on radio.
Right.
And so we couldn't mention, and I don't know what changed, but you couldn't mention bingo.
Okay.
Because it was a game of chance. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I've been to nursing homes or to VFWs.
Or the Legion.
Where somebody, or for that, remember when we had the Glow Bingo here in town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek had 26 cards.
Wow. That's stacking the deck.
Well, no.
How do you keep track of that?
That's a game of skill, in my view. How do you keep up when they say B3 and you've got 26 cards to dab or put a piece of corn on? That takes skill as far as I'm concerned.
You got to have one of them daubers. That's the key.
You got to keep your dauber wet. That's what you got to do. You got to keep your
We're
dauber
not talking about Dave Rigg again. All right? I'm not talking about that anymore. We're done with that. All right? Until next week's sermon. But anyway, his ruling was there was no skill involved in rock, paper, scissors. And I probably agree with that. But that's very nice. I got some very nice comments today. So I appreciate that.
Not going to share?
Share what? Comments? No, I don't think so. I think they're private. I think they're personal. You know, the kinds of personal things people send to one another.
Okay.
And they're very nice, and so I appreciate it.
All right.
So what's
yeah.
I'm looking at my stack. How much time we got?
We got a little bit of time. So you mentioned the 99-year-old guy who set a Guinness Book of
Yeah,
World Records.
okay, so
Yeah,
here-
but you can tell us what he did.
We need some details.
He broke his second Guinness Book World Record award on Friday. Tom Moore of Bedfordshire, England, became the oldest person to reach a #1 single on the UK charts, just a week shy of his 100th birthday. Earlier this month, the retired World War II veteran made a goal to walk around his garden 100 times before his 100th birthday. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard
How
of.
big of a garden does this dude have?
And that's a world record.
Well,
He gets him in the big book.
I'm pretty upset about this. You know, I played Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer 180 times, and Guinness blew me off.
Well, yeah, because
180 consecutive times. That is a world's record. Nobody's challenged it since then.
nobody wants to.
Nobody
You gotta have somebody wanting to challenge that.
Nobody listens to that radio station anymore, but It was a world record at the time.
You drove them all away with the grandma got run over by a reindeer 180 times. didn't you?
That's better than walking around your bed 100 times. Just because he's 100 years old.
It wasn't his bed, it was his garden.
His garden, I'm sorry. His giving
Flower
page.
bed.
Oh, I know what it was. Here's why. He raised almost $35 million in donations because he did that. Can you believe giving money because somebody walked around their garden 100 times because they were 100 years old?
Because he was 99.
Well, still, $35 million? That's hard to believe. Record for the most money raised by an individual in charity walking. That's the
Guinness Book of World
That's the Guinness Book of World Records.
And there's a record for that.
Apparently.
Charity walking.
Must have.
All right.
What was the other thing that I teased?
The Pentagon, the naval.
Yeah, they're
the
saying that
alien thing.
they're declaring that 3 leaked we're back to Dave again. 3 leaked secret Navy videos show unexplained aerial phenomena over Bone Gap that have believed to show UFOs. They were released to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage that's been circulating for some time was real or not. The Pentagon says it is real. They are unidentified. They don't know what the flying objects are. That's why they call them unidentified flying objects. Yeah. But they were seen, and they were on the video of the pilots, the planes video from 2004 and 2015. The videos published by the New York Times in 2017. Pentagon says they're real, but they don't know what they are.
Somewhere, over 100 acres. West City.
It appeared to be a flying stream.
Wasn't swamp gas, that's for sure.
It was kind of yellow in color.
Yeah.
This guy was trying to write his name.
Yeah. Dave'd be fun during a good snowfall, wouldn't he?
All right. Are we ready for
Yeah, I think so. I think we've done enough damage.
Cartoons and comics is the theme today.
Okay.
All right. Number 1, Olive Oil's boyfriend.
Oh, that's
Before Popeye
was
who?
Okay.
Yeah. On the Flintstones, what kind of dinosaur was Dino?
Okay.
Dino.
All right. In Disney's 1973 animated Robin Hood, what type of animal was Robin?
I actually know that one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you do.
All right. Number 4, if Speedy Gonzalez was fastest mounts in all of Mexico, who was the slowest?
Oh.
I don't know the name.
His cousin.
Yep. Number 5, in the cartoon series The Flintstones, what was the Great Gazoo?
Okay.
What was it?
Yeah.
Or who was it?
Who was it?
Who was the Great Gazoo?
Yeah, okay.
All righty. Number 6, what was superhero Green Lantern vulnerable to? You know, Superman has kryptonite. What was the for the Green Lantern? All right.
I don't know about that either.
All right.
Batman has Batgirl.
Yeah. Number 7. What did Sylvester the Cat win?
Win?
Yeah. He won something.
Oof.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8. Rocky and Bullwinkle's enemies are Boris Badenov and who?
All right, I know that.
First and last name.
Oh, now I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Number 9. Why did Crystal City, Texas, put up a statue of Popeye?
I don't know. You know, we got one over here on the other side of the state.
Yeah.
And number 10.
Oh, I got a pretty good idea.
Number 10. Where does Winnie the Pooh call home? Where does he live?
Okay, well, I think I know.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, hey, that was pretty good.
He doesn't have the last one.
I got a pretty good idea. But you might have to help me, Tom. And you can join in if you want to. We're having fun on Morning Coffee. We'll be back after this.
Here's what's going on, brought to you by the Career Development Center. Tired of being stuck at home? No money to go anywhere? Stop by the CDC's free lending library in 3 great locations: Leo French Park, Fairfield Memorial Hospital waiting rooms, and in Mill Shoals. Take a book, bring it back, or pass it along. Remember, reading gives us somewhere to go when we have to stay where we are. Having trouble finding plants and flowers for your home project? Need a Mother's Day gift for that special lady in your life? The Fairfield FFA chapter has you covered. Make an appointment to shop the student greenhouse safely and privately by contacting FCHS horticulture instructor Mrs. Smith at 499-9542. 4-Hers, don't forget, Yvette Anderson is doing 2 o'clock talks online. She is also getting things ready for the Wayne County Fair. If you need paperwork or any information about 4-H in Wayne County, please call 919-0706. Yvette will run into town to the office to get any information you need for Wayne County 4-H. That number again is 919-0706.
Don't infect. Wash your hands. To stop the spread of infectious diseases, we all need to do our part. Wash your hands after coughing or sneezing, using the bathroom, and before and after preparing or eating food. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds with soap and water. If you don't have soap and water available, use an alcohol-based sanitizer. Washing your hands gets rid of germs and helps prevent them from spreading. Do your part. Wash your hands thoroughly and often. Sponsored by the Wayne County Health Department. Find them online and on Facebook.
The Greater Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce wants to remind you, local businesses need your support now more than ever. We support local, and now it's your turn to thank them for supporting your local athletes, students, and community. We're all in this together.
Carnaby is celebrating the moms who have saved the day. We offer all the best gift ideas that will make her smile. Create a gift that tells her story, amulets, charms, a gift that reminds her of you every time you wear it. With Carnaby's 40 years of fashion experience, we can easily wrap up that perfect outfit or wrap a gift card for mom to shop later. Call 842-7318 for your one-on-one personal shopping, or we can deliver, ship, or curb it. Celebrating the ladies that have always saved our days. Happy Mother's Day!
Your Classic Hits Fairfield area weather forecast: partly cloudy today, high 75. Showers likely tonight, low 55. For tomorrow, a 50% chance for rain, high 62. Partly cloudy, 65 on Thursday. Partly sunny, 70 on Friday. And for Saturday, mostly sunny with the high 82. Overnight low 58. Yesterday's high was 70. Currently, humidity at 67%. Winds from the south at 8 miles an hour. And the pressure at 30.0. Right now, we've got partly sunny skies and 63 at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looking good this morning as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the area in terms of precipitation. I want to thank some more of the Fairfield area businesses that are staying strong during this coronavirus pandemic. Among them, Fairfield Chamber of Commerce, the Bold Goat Coffee Company, and Rush Appliance and Furniture.
Oh, come on, Mark. I listened to Double D yesterday. He says we'll be in the middle of a huge storm sometime. Which radar are you looking at, man?
Come on, man!
I said nothing showing up locally.
That's right.
In the area.
Well, there is there
I
is
wasn't
a storm.
talking about, in Spartansburg, South Carolina, moving this way.
No, there's a storm right now just crossing the river about Cairo, but I don't think it's coming our way.
No.
So anyway, I just wanted to tell you, I listened yesterday.
Okay.
And you're obviously not cut from the same cloth as Double D. Is that a compliment or what?
That's saying something.
Yeah. Cartoons and comics.
All right.
The topic of trivia today.
All right, cool.
Number 1, Olive Oil's boyfriend before Popeye was whom?
Was it Brutus?
Brutus.
No.
No.
Ham Gravy.
Ham gravy.
Ham gravy? I've never heard of ham gravy.
No, never.
That's what
Is
it
there
says.
such a thing
Ham
as
gravy.
ham gravy? I guess there is.
Yeah. That's what it
Yeah.
That's on my information.
It's like hot dog gravy.
All right. All the Flintstones, what kind of dinosaur was Dino?
Dino.
Dino.
He's a brontosaurus, wasn't he?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, he wasn't. Not according. I think you've got some.
He was a Snorkasaurus.
Snorkasaurus.
There is no such thing as a Snorkasaurus. There you go. See, Jeremy's.
He was a Snorkasaurus.
Jeremy is the peanut gallery. He doesn't agree with you. He's
The
getting ugly.
Brontosaurus was what Fred Flintstone worked
on.
at work.
Oh.
At the gravel pit.
Yep.
You don't want to get the peanut gallery riled up over here, man.
Number 3 in Disney's 1973 animated Robin Hood. What type of animal was Robin?
Fox.
Yes.
All right.
He was a fox.
I'll take your word.
You're right. He's right.
Look at that.
Snorkosaurus.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's confirming that it was a Snarkosaurus. Yeah. A Snarkosaurus.
A Snarkosaurus. Number 4, if Speedy Gonzales was the fastest mouse in all of Mexico, who was the slowest?
I don't know, Speedy.
Is his cousin Slowpoke or?
Yes.
I don't know.
Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Yep.
Slowpoke Rodriguez.
There it is. Number 5, in the Flintstones, what was the Great Gazoo?
He was a Martian, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a space alien.
He was an alien.
And he was green.
Yep.
Was not on the back of my
He
jacket.
flew around.
Yep. Number 6, Green Lantern. What caused his problems?
Well, in Fairfield, it'd be a power outage.
No, he had a specific thing.
He's more powerful during the power outage.
Yeah, like Superman had kryptonite. What was it that Green Lantern had?
It was a substation in Fairfield is what it was. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
it was.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
It was.
You got an idea?
No, I have no idea.
How about you, Jeremy?
Not a clue.
Anything yellow.
No.
Yeah.
All I got to do is wear a yellow shirt and I can't get beat up by Green Lantern?
Yeah, that's it.
That's too easy.
Yeah. See?
Come on, kryptonite. You got to look around for. You got to dig. You got to find some
find it,
kryptonite.
yeah.
Yellow shirts are out
Right.
there.
Number 7,
Run
what
that.
did Sylvester the Cat win?
Was it Tweety Bird?
Nope.
No idea.
Sylvester won an Academy Award.
Oh! You mean a real Academy Award?
I guess so. All right. Rocky and Bullwinkle's enemies are Boris Badenov.
I know
And-
it's Natasha, but I don't know what
Natasha.
Natasha's last name.
What?
Natasha Fatal.
That's it.
Fatal.
Natasha Fatal.
Like Femme Fatale.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, good job, Jeremy.
All right. Number 9. Why did Crystal City, Texas put up a statue?
I'm going
of
to take a
Popeye?
guess.
Okay.
The guess is that it's the spinach capital of the world or of the United States.
I will take that.
Okay.
They grow spinach in
They
Crystal
grow
City.
spinach.
So that's the reason
I will
why Popeye.
accept that.
Listen, now there's also
they put it
one
in cans.
over in
Chester.
Chester, right?
Yeah.
And the one in Chester, the statue, is there because the person who wrote
Who
cartoon.
created
the cartoon
Popeye. Yeah.
is from Chester.
Right. All right. And number 10, where does Winnie the Pooh live?
He's got it wrong.
I put tree.
No. The 100-acre wood.
The 100-acre wood. That's
That's
it.
the same as Dave Rigg. And you know what? And you know
the
what?
difference is Winnie isn't walking out in his front yard to take a leak.
Where do bears go to leak? In the woods.
Apparently
and you
in the
know what?
front yard.
And you know what? Winnie the Pooh, yellow.
That's right. So Green Lantern can't mess with the poo. All right.
By the way,
Yes.
happy birthday, old man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You did a good job of keeping that secret for me right up to the very end. I appreciate it
That
very
was
much.
the plan.
It's a big number. I don't want to go there.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Take care.
Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.